This happened in the summer of 2014, and I swear on my life it's true. People don't believe me, but I know what I saw. I still hear them when I close my eyes. I've been living in Byron Bay for almost a decade by then. Surf instructor by day, bartender by night. I love the sea, the freedom of it. Until that day when the sea showed me what it really was. Not just water and waves, but a gateway to something else, something older. It was a scorching January afternoon. I just wrapped up a surfing lesson and decided to walk toward Tallow Beach near Broken Head. That area is known to be less crowded. Locals know the legends, but tourists? They go there for peace. Big mistake. That day, I saw her, a woman, alone at the shoreline. Pale, long black hair stuck to her back like wet seaweed. She wore an old-fashioned white dress, the kind you'd see in 1800s portraits. I thought she might be a model doing a weird shoot, but she stood completely still, staring out to sea, not moving, not blinking. I shouted, "You all right, love?" She turned slowly, like her neck cracked just from the motion. Her face, sunburnt raw, eyes sunken like they hadn't closed in years. Then she walked into the ocean. Not swam, walked. No resistance, just disappeared under the waves. I ran toward the water, thought she was drowning, but when I got there, she was gone, just gone. No bubbles, no current, nothing. I waited. I even dived in, searched around. A couple watched me from a distance, probably thinking I was nuts. But I saw her. She was there. That night, I couldn't sleep. Kept hearing this dripping sound in my room, though everything was dry. Around 3 a.m., I heard soft knocking on the back door. Knock, knock, knock. I looked through the peephole. There were wet footprints on the wooden deck, leading to the door, but no one there. I opened the door just a crack. The footprints led away toward the beach trail. That's when I knew. She followed me home. I told my friend Gerard, an Aboriginal elder from the Iroquois tribe. He got real quiet when I described her. "You saw a drowned one, mate," he said. "They're women who died violently at sea, betrayed, drowned, forgotten. They linger, waiting for someone to notice. They pick one." He said once they mark you, you start seeing others. I didn't believe him until a week later. I walked by the same beach at sunset and saw 3 more, all in white, all still, all watching me. One was dragging seaweed, another was missing her lower jaw. The third one had barnacles growing on her face. Then they smiled. I left Byron for 2 months, moved in with my sister in Sydney. No ocean, no drowned women. It worked for a while. Then one night, as I sat alone, I saw something crawl out of the bathroom drain. A wet hand, not full-sized, child-sized. I ran. I moved back inland far from water, took therapy, even tried a priest. Nothing helped. They don't care where you are anymore. Once you see them, they see you. Everywhere. People think Byron Bay is all surfers, sunshine, and peace. But if you ever go walking alone near the tide, especially around dusk, and you see a woman in white, don't look at her, don't talk, don't follow, and whatever you do, don't bring the ocean back with you, because if you do, she'll never leave. None of them will. It had been 6 months since I'd left the coast. I was living in Orange, New South Wales, landlocked, quiet, and dry. I rented a small granny flat behind a retired couple's home. They never asked questions, and I liked that. But the ocean didn't forget me. It started with small things. My tap water began to smell like salt. My showers left a thin layer of sand at the drain. I hadn't been to a beach in half a year, yet I kept finding seashells on my bedroom floor. One morning, I woke up coughing. My mouth was dry, but tasted like seawater. When I spat into the sink, it wasn't phlegm, it was kelp. Long green strands sliding out of my throat. I dropped to my knees. That's when I heard it again. That familiar, soft knock. Knock, knock, knock. But this time, it was inside my closet. I stood shaking, staring at the closet. The doorknob was slowly turning, not fast, not aggressive, just like someone wanted me to know they were there. I grabbed the rusted cricket bat under my bed, heart hammering, and yanked the door open. Nothing, no one. But the air smelled like low tide, wet, metallic, and decaying. Then I looked down. Footprints, small bare wet footprints, leading out of the closet and across the room, stopping by my bed. I called Gerard in a panic. His voice was low, shaky. "You've seen too much, Mick. They've latched. You're not just haunted now, you're becoming." "Becoming what?" I whispered. He said, "A vessel, a way back." Days passed, or maybe weeks. I lost track. I stopped eating. Food tasted like brine and rotting fish. I barely slept. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw them. The drowned ones. They didn't move in dreams. They just watched. Their pale eyes bubbling, their skin peeling like wet paper. I checked my chest one night. My skin was turning gray, translucent. When I pressed on it, water leaked from my pores. I wasn't alive, not fully, but not dead either. They were taking me back. One night, I couldn't fight anymore. I walked to the nearest dam. Moonlight reflected off the still water like glass. I stepped in, knee deep, waist deep, chest. Then I saw her again, the first woman, the one in white. She smiled, teeth black as reef rock. She whispered, "You belong with us now." I was ready, but then a hand grabbed me from behind, pulled me out, strong, rough hands. Jared. He'd driven hours to find me. "You've still got breath, mate," he said, "but not much left." He took me to his home, burned eucalyptus, laid salt circles, said ancient words. I passed out. When I woke up, Jared looked exhausted, said the ritual worked partially, but the ocean spirits don't let go that easy. "They want a replacement," he said. "I won't give someone else to them," I growled. "You might not have a choice." That night, I heard them outside the house, wailing, not screaming, wailing. They called my name. "Mitchell." I've lived in the outback for years now. Desert as far as the eye can see. No lakes, no rivers, no rain, and still they find me. I wake up soaked, sometimes coughing up dead fish. I keep a shotgun by the bed, not that it helps. They whisper at night, not to scare me, to remind me what I escaped, remind me they're still waiting for me to walk back into the tide, and one day soon, I might. Because my dreams, they're filled with water now, and sometimes I dream